Since many people are home right now, this could be a really good time to get outside for a little bit and do some landscaping.
Yeah, and have some progress in beautifying your house. Carlos Diaz asked Pat Sullivan some of the best things we could be doing right now to get our house looking ready for spring. Carlos?
That's right. We are here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, which I've learned is in Nobro. It's in North Broad Ripple, according to Pat Sullivan.
That is correct.
Again, he started the term Nobro. So what do we have here? People are actually buying seed starter kits, indoor seed starter kits, so they can do some things with their family when they're at home.
You know what, Carlos, that is the thing that we are finding out is what all of a sudden, seed starting is kind of a not wildly popular, and all of a sudden it's wildly popular because kids are at home, and even whether there's kids at home that are looking for things to do or it's just adults looking for things to do. So seed starting, because normally you would plant seeds 6 weeks before frost-free date. So we're getting pretty close to that. And for kids, just something as simple as green beans. And if you want to really get a little more e-learning out of it, you could put one of these by the window for natural light. Then you can put one under artificial light, maybe even fluorescent, and then you can compare.
So I like that. And, speaking of what's going on with the coronavirus, this cushion is actually helping combat the coronavirus.
Yeah, this is a company that we buy from. It's called Chicago Wicker. It's in Chicago.
Yeah.
And they've taken one of their lines and are actually now making gowns for healthcare workers.
From the material like that. That's amazing.
Yep.
And so you have your store is still open. You're also doing curbside check-in.
Right.
What products are you selling that weren't really selling that great before?
One of the funniest things that I noticed by the registers, we have this O'Keeffe's. It's for dry hands and dry skin.
Right.
It's completely wiped out.
Why?
Because we're all washing our hands every 30 minutes. So all of a sudden, the only thing left, I looked at the only thing left is foot cream.
So,
and you would never use that on your hands because you don't know what could happen.
All right, so we had a pretty mild winter, so we're already seeing, some blooms that are happening right here.
Yeah, so, this is a great time. It is spring, so certainly one of the first things to go out, trees and shrubs. So if the ground's not frozen, which it isn't, temperature's about 45, 50 degrees right now, but right now it would be a great time to plant woody ornamentals. So, go after it, whether it's a boxwood, whether it's a tree. So there's a few sensitive things still, but right now is a great time.
And how many people are buying pansies when it comes to the curbside check-in?
Pansies are always popular in the spring, but again, I think that because everybody's at home, where some people they run that busy schedule and maybe they go right to their summer plants, everybody's getting pansies. I bet 50% of our curbside pickups have pansies in them.
And I don't know what flower is next to the pansies.
This is alyssum, and it's a great filler plant. So if you're bored with pansies and you want to make a little more of a project out of it, you can get some pussy willow stems, some alyssum to drape over. Nice stuff.
All right, so a lot of people, they want to get out of the house. They can't, so they're grilling out so they can just kind of be in their backyard.
Yes, and you know what? Everybody's watching videos, grilling videos online and stuff. So we see an uptick in charcoal, all types, whether it's lump charcoal, regular Weber charcoal, and a lot of gas, a lot of propane.
And people don't realize, because your store is so big and it's a lot of people here, but you're a local family-owned store.
Yep.
And so you're keeping the doors open for what reason?
I have a lot of employees.
Right.
So, and it's kind of funny, you walk kind of a fine line because we're not trying to draw a huge crowd.
Right.
We've canceled promotions, but yet we want to be open, to pay our staff. And you know what? There's something therapeutic for people to come out and see plants and trees. There's people that I see that they want to be outside, so they walk around our garden center just looking at trees and shrubs. Won't even buy anything, but just it's therapeutic.
That's great. Pat Sullivan's Sullivan Hardware and Garden up here in North Broad Ripple. He coined that for South Carmel, North Broad Ripple, that kind of thing. It is an amazing thing, and it's a great store to come visit as far as supporting locally owned businesses.